What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back into Chase Games here, and today we're going to look at I'm actually going to make another video about the roadmap. I was going to do that first, and I got too caught up in the new events section of the roadmap. Now, again, I like to say this every once in a while. I have never had the initiative or intelligence to learn a second language, so I don't like to make fun of anybody speaking English as a second language. But since we literally scrutinize over every little bit of information we get from Square Enix, I do not know whether events being plural is a mistake or intentional. If it's intentional, then maybe they're counting a Golden Week type celebration as an event, even though it's generally considered a campaign or celebration. Perhaps that's what they're calling it. Or we could be getting the precursor to the 2-year anniversary, the gold event. I don't know if this helps anybody, but I'm not going to bother going into this in this video because it is a bit of a long shot. Comes with a Gildiga as a gacha unit, and probably going to be about getting a bunch of gold. It's got a shop here. Pretty standard stuff. Yeah, pretty standard shop. So anyway, it's pretty safe to assume that the event is Mindini's Dream World or Nightmare, something like that. Mindini's Dream Event. Now you could say, oh, it's Dragon Quest III. True, which I said might come in September, but that was before they paused or stopped the crunch. I don't know what's going on with that, obviously. For anybody that doesn't know, I have no inside info at all. But anyway, I'll go on more about the roadmap in another video. This is going to be my... You can tell by the time on the video, I'm sure I'm going to take my time here. So pause, take breaks, get some food. Anyway, this is the Dream event. It's a pretty beefy event. I don't know how long to expect this to last. Roadmap says mid-September. Let me see. I'm looking at my calendar here. So today's the 3rd. It'll probably... Well, I don't know what days... it'll probably become the week of the 12th through 16th, I would imagine, if they're saying mid. 7th, 8th, 9th is obviously a potential date. It could just be a week after the hot campaign, or the day that what is it, 11th that this ends, so it could come out Sunday or Monday night, the 11th or 12th. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. It's probably going to come out whatever day DQ11 ends, but next week is a possibility. Anywho, yeah, let's check this out. Let's look at the gacha units for a second. I've talked about these guys a lot on stream, maybe in some videos. I'm not too sure. Some people are telling me that I'm overreacting. I think that everything coming out, for the most part, is awesome. Everything past Extreme Killing Machine, which was... You know what? Extreme Killing Machine's probably plenty useful, but useful is just not good enough when the stuff coming up is straight up broken. This guy, I think this is awesome, okay? Major spell damage to all enemies in area of effect, often puts to sleep. For those that don't know, remember, new players, etc., often means 60% chance. So even if they're resistant to it, like, if they're resistant without being immune to it, that is a 30% chance to put to sleep. And just to expound on that, he does have an S-rank weapon that can be farmed. One of the, I'm a little bit unsure about this. World of Dreams potency, that is the move, yes. Plus 7%. I'm not sure if that's going to raise the sleep chance or not. I think it looked different before. I think they translated it better out here on the database, so I thought that there was a weapon that gave it more sleep chance. Anyway, a 60%... if there's any weapons that give extra sleep chance percentage to this, that'd be great. I don't This couldn't be possible, because that's just too broken, not 8%. Anyway, sorry. I thought that worked differently. I don't think it's going to add to the sleep effect chance. Anyway, even if they're resistant to it, it's still a 30% chance with major typeless spell damage. So that can be pretty darn useful in Arena. Let's just look at this guy at Awakening 1. I'll put it Master Rank 30. Agility 389. So he's not going to outspeed much, even if you put as much agility gear as possible on him. Look, you guys know I just use these terms as simplification and jokes and whatnot, but he's only going to outspeed scrubs that don't use agility gear in Arena. Most serious Arena players stack agility, but honestly, most teams that I go against don't. So it's either or. But yeah, you can't rely on this guy to go early. I mention that because I only know how to blitz in Arena. Dual Frizz, major Frizz type spell damage to one enemy 2 times. I don't know what kind of damage that's going to be, but probably some pretty decent. Frizz is not. It's a good damage type, but it's not like hard to find right now. He's got a 1.5 times potency and recovery ability. So if you can't do anything with him one turn, you can get a buff for himself. Can be plenty useful. His base characteristic nullifies damage 1 time in 99 turns. That can be pretty useful in Arena. Sure, you could get like a little hit on him somehow or another, maybe. Like just splash him with AoE first. Totally possible, but it's not necessarily broken in PvP, but sometimes it's, you gotta hit him twice just to do any amount of damage. That can be, you gotta have a plan for that. The First Awakening moves, okay, I forgot about this, raises move by 1, so he's gonna be 3 movement, and sleep success rate by 10%, so this 60% chance on the sleep is now 70% chance. I should have remembered that. So even resistant units have a 35% chance of putting him to sleep. Keep in mind, as long as you don't hit a sleeping unit with physical or martial or a basic attack, they're asleep for 2 rounds. That's basically all of PvP. Like, if you put a unit to sleep, it's just, stun and paralyze. Sometimes you're killing the other units, you don't quite get around to killing Sorrow or whatnot, you put them to sleep. As long as you're not being stupid, that unit is dealt with. You can just take care of that round 2. So I really like this guy. I probably won't be able to get him. Let me see. For the Whalier guys, he can let me see, when he's hit by an enemy's physical or martial, he will occasionally 40% chance. I don't know if his First Awakening is going to affect that, so it's 40 to 50% chance to put a unit to sleep. And then the Fifth Awakening is just max HP plus 100. Very good, but very boring. 980, I think that's a little low for HP, but agility is probably a lost cause on this guy, and I don't think he's all about damage. You might just be stacking HP on this guy. Hard to say. Okay, we looked at that. Jamiris. I know some of the top PvP guys are pretty excited about him. I just don't know. We can put this guy at like... Beast is really high for me. I'll put it at 45. Mine's at like 47, I think. Okay, so he's got Acceleratle. This is actually new and unique so far, I believe. Raises agility of all allies in a area of effect for 3 turns. You can see the plus sign pattern there. Deals major whoosh breath type damage to all enemies in area effect. Pulls them 1 space closer. Agility 471, so I would say you probably want to put some agility gear on this guy, and he's going to outspeed all but the fastest units. You move 4. Move 4 with a Cyclone Breath. His HP is pretty low. Defense is average to low. Not that defense matters as much, so... I don't know. Does he have anything for survivability? He's very fragile. Some people might be overlooking that. It's pretty fragile. And then he's got a single targeted attack. Keep in mind this is range 3 only. Not as bad with movement 4, though. Gives you a lot more control on your placement. Minor whoosh breath damage to one enemy 8 times. Very rarely lowers whoosh resistance for 3 turns. So that's 10%, but 8 times. Again, I don't know what kind of damage these things are going to do. Right now, Breath is awesome. There are getting to be more boosts for it. For the longest time, Physical was really great because it was basically the only thing that could be buffed for a long time in this game. And then Spell got a little bit of help. There were some occasional Wisdom buffs, and Whoosh and Martial are still pretty rare, but we're starting to get Whoosh things. By the way, his leader skill is Whoosh Breath Potency plus 20%, so it's really only useful for him. But anyway, a large fan Whoosh Breath on a movement 4 unit for 50 points. Okay, like, I don't like this guy because I just don't care about this character. What is it? The games that I played, he's just like an overworld enemy. Couldn't care less about him. But this is definitely going to fill a niche. It all depends on what kind of damage Cyclone Breath does, probably. Let me see. Let's look at his perks. His base characteristic. So I'm pretty sure that's the term for the perks that they have without awakenings. Sacrificial Altar. When enemy or any other ally is KO'd, for number of KO'd or enemies or allies only, raises breath potency or recovery for 2 turns. Okay, so it looks like whenever another unit dies, he'll get a stack that lasts for 2 or 3 turns. Okay, so just more breath potency there. And action start on odd turns until turn 10. Grant all allies Whoosh Force in a 5x5 area. So that's the same as like a leader skill. Including self for 3 turns. Okay, so this is going to give him... Remember, this doesn't stack. So it's just going to, like, refresh itself, basically. It's a 20% Whoosh element increase. But if there are Whoosh element dealing enemies, remember, this will reduce Whoosh damage received by 20% as well. So on certain maps, that's going to be really, really awesome. Let me see. He's got a Malroth type restore for HP and MP. Enemies or allies KO'd, so that's pretty strong. That's 3 awakening. And the 5th one is at the battle start greatly, so 2 stacks, raises breath resistance for 3 turns. So that is unique, somewhat unique. Yeah, this guy is he's definitely one to be a good one to pick up. If you didn't use them on your... What's that water nature dude? I can't remember. Anyway, if you still have 100 nature fragments or close to it, this guy doesn't have a lot of competition. Probably throw him right on there. That's a bonus right now because I've talked about this a little bit before. Just assuming that you can buy the First Awakening for everything now. There's a unit every week. Those days are gone. You need to be careful with your fragments. Unless it's a nature unit, because there's been like 2 of them. This is a 50-point Nocturnus clone. Let's put him at Awakening 1. This is a demon type, so 40? Family rank 40? Okay, so Flurry Strike. This is important to pay attention to. Range 2 through 4. That's good. 70% physical potency to 1 enemy 3 times. So that's a little bit stronger than like an average B rank strike. Although it is, again, typeless. Good and bad. Dark Blade, this is range 3, so just like the Crackle spell, it's physical Zam damage, 250% potency, so that's a good, decent hit there. He's got 3 movements, so this is terrific range. Zam is not something that we have a whole lot of, so that's fantastic. Warrior's Finesse, this is going to work just like Devil's Finesse on Nocturnus. You have to target an enemy in the center, right in front of you, and then it can hit things off, in that 6 square area. Deals 70% potency physical damage to random enemy in area of effect 5 times. Alright, so 350 if they all hit, which his agility is decent, so it probably does. I don't know if he gets agility buffs, we'll look at that. Heals the user by 20% of HP damage dealt. Okay, so this is going to restore at least a couple hundred HP, I would think. Well, it depends on... In PvP, like, if this does 500 damage, you're only dealing 100. So... Okay, yeah, in PvP, the damage might not be amazing. It's hard to say. The healing, rather. This is typeless, though. And, hey, in PvE, this is probably going to be great. You get his attack buffed. Maybe you do some Show No Mercies on him, get his damage potencies up. He might be healing himself. Probably not always useful, but I think this is my favorite thing about him, because this seems so underwhelming when I read it on Sorrow. He has Indomitable Spirit, so before he dies, he's gonna revive at 1 HP once per battle. That is pretty strong. Okay. Yeah, action start on odd turns until turn 10. Raises attack and agility for 3 turns. So keep in mind, first turn, like if you've got no agility equipment, Awakening 1, whatever. If he's got 403 agility, that's all that's affecting his turn order first turn. Agility, I believe it's a 20% buff. I can't recall. So he'll be like around 480 in this situation, which is okay. You know, in PvE, you know, on turn 4 he's going to be really fast, but this is not like Nocturnus where the buff comes every turn. Okay, it's odd turns only, and agility doesn't work till the next turn. But he is going to start with a single attack boost, so 498 is pretty good attack at 1 Awakening. It's going to be 15%, so that's 15 times 5. That's 575 base attack. Kind of. Oh, well, I don't. Not base attack, but and you know you'll have your equipment. He's going to have an awesome attack, even turn 1. Turn 3, even better. Okay, so Awakening 3. All right, when he's attacked by an enemy, occasionally attacks with Flurry Strike. That is the first ability, the range 2 to 4. But it's only if the enemy is within the 2 to 4 space range. So things that hit you right in your face, they're going to get by. And then the 5th Awakening is just critical rate plus 5%. Good, just not exciting. He resists Frizz and Sizz. That can be pretty good right now. Weak to Bang and Zap. Those are... Actually, I never remember which one's weak and resist. Sorry. I don't... Yeah, I can't... Okay. Now I can't remember. Sorry. I don't know which one's weak and resist. I can never remember. I'm sorry. Scrub. I know. Okay. Say that. Yeah, so these are the 3 gacha units. I mean, I think they're all fantastic. I would love Murdaugh. Jamirus is going to be totally useful. Could be way more broken than I think. I just don't care. And then Duran, some people are telling me I'm overreacting. I don't think he's broken. Okay, but he's a 50-point unit. Alright, with Zam, a counterattack at Awaken 3, which doesn't matter to guys like me. But Indomitable Spirit on a 50-point arena, like, could be pretty good. The heal could be useful. Probably not as much in PvP, but I really like this guy. Okay. Anywho, let's look at the layout here. First of all, let's just take a peek at the battle road. These are the units. This is this guy's farmable, I think. This Trickster, Prickly Prankster. I gotta take a look at him. I forgot to pull that up. These are the free-to-play A ranks with this event. I don't recall their well, Bello and Cabot, I guess. Okay, we'll take a look at those. I forgot about them. Yeah. Let me just save those for a minute. Him as well. So that's Murdaugh, and maybe you know what? This guy might be the free-to-play. I bet this guy must be the free-to-play, and the B rank is Murdaugh's banner unit. What's this guy do? Light Strike, Falcon Slash, meh. Squall Slash. So that's it's just Ion Slash with 3 range, but it's front only. Let me see. 3 movement. I I mean, there's worse B ranks than this, but yeah, this is nothing special at all. Okay. It's the A rank that I like. Why is this not working now? There we go. We'll take a quick look at this guy right here. An E rank with heal and dark sphere. Okay. Nothing. Some cloud, demon cloud. Occasionally curses all enemies in area of effect. It's a T thing. So there's no damage on this. Curse sucks. Straight line, darkness breath. Yeah. Dark flames. Okay. Moderate Zam type breath damage to all enemies in area of effect. So it's a large fan. Zam damage, moderate. Gets a breath potency on First Awakening. I don't know. This guy could be a good B rank, just because, I mean, large fan, Zam breath. Although this is going to be the same strength. Is this the same move as a... Okay, it's the same strength as a move as a Stark. I don't know. Maybe it's good enough on a B rank. Couldn't tell you. This guy gets a battle road. I don't know if he has one before. I think this guy has got a battle sword. Doesn't he have a battle road right now? I don't know. He's in it. Somewhat interesting here, the ability scroll that you get for winning. No, this one is slashing edge. That's 195 physical typeless. It's okay. Never really going to be useful on anything. This one, though, the other battle road gives multi-slash. I'm pretty sure this is first time this has been a scroll. Okay, this is for 60% 60% potency physical hits. This is typeless again. So you need to hit the target directly in front of you, but can also hit the units to the side. But you share those 4 hits, so that's not necessarily a plus. Anyway, that is not bad. 85% hit rate, though, so you're often going to miss one. Yeah, that is... you know what? Don't waste that one. I'm not saying it's going to be great, but just don't waste it. Okay, battle road for him. What's this guy? This has to be another event unit. He's got an attack that rarely lowers agility, and it's that's okay. Double smash is nothing. That actually sucks. Yeah, I mean it's cheap, but yeah, that sucks. And 70% Zam potency to one enemy 40 times, no range. So, I mean that's kind of like an A rank ability. You got a good chance of one of those strikes missing. He's got a heal under 30%. Although it says moderate amount of HP, that might not be that much. That could be like 3 to 400 HP, which is better than nothing. But let me see. Greatly raises defense for 4 turns. Awaken 3. Rarely greatly raises defense. So that's actually 50% defense, I believe. And then on 5th Awakening, when making a physical, very rarely 10% locks physical moves. So, I mean, not useless, but I don't know. I wouldn't, if that's the banner unit, I wouldn't be excited about it. But since it seems to be the leader of this battle road, it's got to be an event unit. You can level your Wordle if you haven't, but that's a permanent one now, so you don't have to worry about that. Jamiris is on here. This must be, this must be Jamiris's banner unit. It's got Benevolent Beam. So heals a moderate amount of HP for all allies in area. This is probably going to be relatively weak. It is a spell. Thunderhorn. Major zap type damage to one enemy, range 3. Greatly raises ally spell resistance for 3 times. I mean, this guy isn't total garbage, but I don't think his healing's going to be good, but I could be totally wrong. Let's see. He starts off with a 50% damage barrier. I don't care about that. When an ally is paralyzed by an enemy, if enemy is within 1 to 3 space, cure... Paralyzed... This is exactly, this is, Ma'am. Except I think hers is limited to 2 or 3 times. I'm not sure. Could be... I don't know. Is this better than Ma'am? We'll find out. Okay, this part, this Third Awakening, could make him very, very useful. Okay, C rank here. Just, well, there's worse C ranks. He can rarely lower defense. That's only 20%. And a small fan. I mean, like, I could see him helping in the battle road. These battle roads usually aren't tough, though. I just auto them. Okay, so a C rank cover tank. Let's put this guy at max awakening. Like family rank 40. Alright, so he's got cover. That's only 20% damage reduction, but it's cheaper. I mean, you can bring this down to 1 MP cost at level 10. Grants minor regeneration to self for 3 turns. It's not much, but lowers martial MP cost by 5%. I don't think that can bring the ability down to 0. Cover. Maybe. I mean, just a super boring unit, but it's a C rank with 750 HP. 369 defense is good to average for a C rank. I could see this guy having use in GVG, possibly. We'll find out. I don't know. Keep an eye out for this guy. If there's room to farm this guy, I would take him to at least 4. He may end up being completely worthless, though. Why are these... Why are these 75 and 50? What am I missing? Am I being stupid or is this weird? I guess that's normal? Okay, I'm just being stupid, sorry. Yeah, so he resists Zam and Frizz. Okay, so purple is resist, yeah. Zam and Frizz is probably good. I mean, Zam doesn't matter right now, but being weak to Bang and Zap really sucks, but... Yeah. Figure it out yourself. Let me see. This has to be a free-to-play, right? Griffin? Occasionally lock spell of all enemies in area of effect. That's range, that's front 3. That could be useful. It should be 50% chance, at level 10. Deals minor martial damage to one enemy, occasionally stuns. This is just range, it's Eagle Grip, so, it's good to have. Nothing, you know, you can't count on it stunning, but, in the battle road, that could be incredibly useful. And deals moderate whoosh breath damage to one enemy one time, range 3. Probably not going to do much damage, but as far as a B rank goes, I don't know. This guy, there could be a meta where this guy is good with the spell lock chance. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the farm situation is going to be like in this game. Okay, so I'm dumb. The resistance always looks like that. Yeah, this guy could be worth taking up to 4. Yeah. But... and then the little C rank here. What's he do? Crack and very dry ice, moderate. Yeah, so this is just... Yeah, moderate single target crack damage. That's probably not much. Yeah, this guy can be ignored. So... Anyway, the B rank and the C rank here could be... I think you might want to farm those. Now let's go back here. So that's both battle roads. And the units in them. This is just there's like 5 stories of story. Let me see. You're going to get you'll get the A ranks at the end of the first chapter. Mindini's fanciful. So I don't know much about these. Okay, they are 0 stamina. Okay. You're going to have one-time drops of them, of the event currency, like the coin currency is Dream Seeds. There's a Dream Treasure that drops from this. Which, well, do you guys remember way back when we did the DQ9 event? I should have mentioned this earlier. This event is DQ9. Okay. What do you mean by that? No, that's the gold event shop. Yeah, so these Dream Treasures that drop, I mean, you should have this right away. If you don't, these items have a 3% drop rate, I believe, on most of the stages. Not the story missions, not the story stages, but all the stages that you're gonna farm. Yeah, so there's God, they really just don't get it with these illustrious crystals. Definitely, my God, no, don't. Do not buy the crystals in this shop. It's so stupid. This is 111% a trap. It is 3 for 8, but like it just doesn't matter. Fragments. You want fragments? I mean, orbs are really good too. It's up to you. I mean, honestly, I would probably buy the 10, the orb for 10, and then start going for fragments. It's up to you. Obviously, like, hero and boss fragments are going to be what you need. If you don't have 100 hero fragments right now, get hero fragments. You need them for Erdrick. You need to be making sure you get Erdrick. You know, boss fragments are just always really amazing, so get those. Yeah, I would probably buy the 10 cost orb first. But you know, no, we'll look at them later. Yeah, we'll look at those guys together. So anyway, these specialty stages, they're 0 stam. They go up. They're gonna have one-time drop rewards. They're pretty much just to get I don't know how hard they're gonna be. They seem just to be a way to get these Dream Treasures. You'll get a guaranteed drop there. You know, it's a few more gems, whatnot. Deal 4,500 damage before clearing. That's one hit, right? There may be some stage conditions then, if they've got something like that. Has to be. Anywho, this is going to be one. This event's probably going to be 2 or 3 parts. So these are going to drop dreamy pillows. Well, it's going to have a 3% drop rate on these dreamy pillows. You remember the maps from DQ9? Oh, like I said, this is DQ9, guys. This will take you to. There's only one stage this time. All right. It will get you access to that stage. Labyrinth of Dreams. Okay. 1 pillow per entry. There's a 30% chance for it to drop. All right. Another pillow. The Dream Treasure is guaranteed, so it's maps and figs just all over again. It's exactly the same. If it doesn't drop the pillow, it'll drop a stamina herb juice. It's going to drop Iris again, alchemy stones. I don't know if they were Omni before. Probably were, so it's good. There's a 10% chance to get an Omni S. These all seem to be either or within these categories. So these are different tables. Yeah, you got some tomes. And it's a 5,000 CP stage, so there you go. Anywho, these stages. So this is probably what we're gonna have first week if these are in order. There's an A rank. I'm pretty sure this is an A rank weapon. I'm not gonna bother looking at them. Here's one of those, you know, crappy farm units. Pesky Jester. This has to be the B rank. I don't think it could be the A, but I could be wrong. Yeah, he's got a 22% drop rate on this stage. So if it's the B, pass. If it's the A, and I don't know which one are banner units, if that's the A unit, get that guy. I'm gonna look at him in a minute. This is that stupid cloud. Oh, and you know what? No, this is the cloud with the Zam fan. I don't know. Could be good. I'm not really that good at the meta. And then these are the Cabo and Bello. 15 stamina, 15,000 CP. Oh, good. They're gonna be easy. Thank God. You can bring your farm teams, and you don't have to waste skip tickets on stuff like this. That's good. So you see, just like all the things that you're actually gonna farm have the 3% rate for Dreamy Pillow. 22% drop rate. I'm sure that the Cabot is exactly the same. Okay, so I'm gonna guess this is week 1. Week 2, okay, you get like another set that just works like exactly the same. There's these crappy dudes. The C rank selfless or cover tank could be good. There's a weapon for the event A. So yeah, like part 2 is gonna have an event A unit. Okay, we looked at him. I think he's like okay. Y'all have to decide for I'm just doing a rough outline. I don't know what's really worth farming. Oh, and then there's maybe this is part 3. No, this one's a bit different. Okay, Curse Shield is an S rank equipment. Let me see. Really, I think defense plus 15 is really good. HP 23 is pretty good on equipment. This is negative agility 15, so that's really good. It means you'll probably want to try to get HP on this. Although Bang type spell resistance, if you get good rolls for that, I mean, could be pretty nice. That's enough resistance to matter. Alright, so that's going to have its own stage. I'm sure you'll want to run that a couple times. There could be a mission for it. The Okeana Sword. Okay, that's back. This is a really good sword. New players, get a few copies of this. This is a fantastic HP weapon. Okay, you can get up to 79 HP on it with just a gold roll. Or for crack physical units, it's very good. But honestly, those modifiers aren't very big. You 100% want HP on it. Although, if you're putting it on an attacking unit, it does have the chance for a zap follow-up. 20% rate. That's nice, but like really you probably want to go for HP on that. Beastmaster Claws. I don't. Oh yes. Okay, so this is a chance to get old unit. Anybody that played the event this came out in, sorry, it's got to be like I don't know, one of the Beast events or something. This is an amazing agility weapon. I'm gonna have to adjust this like when it comes out, because I know not everybody can make it. 38 minutes. I'm not even done. Not everybody can make it through these. If you're a new player, you need to get copies of this. You need to get a triple agility roll on it. It's seriously, it's one of the most important things you can do in this event. I'm not kidding. You need good agility weapons. It's gonna help tremendously. It's important in PvE. It's important in arena. It's killer. Going first in arena is a lot better than not going because you're dead. I talked too long. Got cold. What else? Cherry Blossom armor. I mean, it's armor. This is in Reminiscence, so I'm sure you can farm it there again now. I don't know. Get a couple copies if you don't have it. Cloak of Evasion. This is a good one. I think this is also probably in Reminiscence, but if it's not, or if you don't have it, get some here. It's an easy stage to clear. It's got a chance to drop Dreamy Pillows, so. And it's got a pretty good. Well, okay. So you're probably gonna get 1, maybe 2 copies of this per drop. I think that's average. Yeah, and if they're in the shop, just buy them there too. Actually, I brought that up, I believe. Did I? Somewhere? Okay. We'll look at the shop. Okay, Mortal Fight versus Murdaugh, Jamiris, Duran, those are all separate stages. They do take stamina, so They've got first clear reward dream treasures, so those are the figs. And what do they drop? They drop the weapons for the respective units. So this is going to be a weapon for the Duran gacha unit. This will drop Murdaw's S-rank weapon that we looked at briefly like an hour and a half ago. And this will drop Jamiris's dagger, the Storm Dagger. Alright, so these you can purchase a few of those in the shop, I'm sure. Probably don't need to go crazy with those, up to you. So this is the shop. It should have like 3 parts. There will be a gacha each week. So you'll get these voucher, your 10 vouchers, of course. I would believe each part of the event gives you another 3 pillows, which means that's at least 3 shards apiece. Cool. Yeah, you can buy the shield. You'll definitely want a few copies of that. The A ranks. There's all the weapons. So 1 orb, of course. 1 crystal. Thanks. 3 flowers. So it looks like a really standard shop. 30 iris. 30 stamina herbs by the end. 60,000 gold. Just really standard stuff. There's some tomes there. Yeah, 30 XP scrolls, and they're changing the. I don't know. There's more of the low value gold. Yeah, pretty standard shop. A lot of equipment in here. Could be really good for new players. Okay, this guy. I'm pretty sure this is a banner unit for one of the dudes. Let me see. He's got gust. Doesn't matter. His middle ability raises his evasion rate for 3 turns. Okay. So, he doesn't, it's an ability. He has to use this ability, so that's a turn, but, evasion units aren't falling from the sky. There's a handful of them, but I really like evasion, because I don't like to think. I just like to dodge everything. Granted, each evasion stack is 20%, so you can only go up to 60 when you're using evasion buffs. And then 35% physical potency to 1 enemy 8 times, so that's 270% if they all... no, 280% if they all hit, I believe. Yeah. Very rarely paralyzes, so that's a 10% chance 8 times, 20% 8 times if they're weak to paralysis, so... This is the guy that you could use against Sorrow in Arena. It's not a guarantee, and he's not the most defensive unit. But let's look at him at Awakening 3. This is a demon, so we'll put him at a family rank 40. But his first Awakening is raises move and evasion rate for 3 turns. So he's going to start with 20% evasion and 3 move. Juggling Thrills is range 1 to 3. So for me, personally, if I'm taking on a Sorrow, I want a guarantee when I'm on offense. I want Burning Breath or something of that nature. But like in GVG, will the AI use dodgy character? I don't know. I could see this guy being a nice 35-point unit for Arena. GVG, sorry, and some regular Arena, depends. If you turtle, fantastic. Awakening 3, he'll start with an agility boost. And at 5th Awakening, he rarely raises attack for 3 turns at action start. So that can be good, a 20% chance for an attack boost. Let me see, his attack is good. 503 attack. Let's say you get this guy up to 5. 545 with a chance to start with a 15% boost. So well over 600 attack with no equipment. That's fantastic. 498 agility. So you put a little agility equipment on this guy. You mix maybe a moderate amount of agility and attack. It's a decent amount of HP there. I think this guy might be really amazing. But sometimes I overestimate. Who knows? I think it's an A rank not to ignore. Now let's see about these guys. The A ranks. These are free to play, so we'll put them at They're inorganic. I think I can put the I'll put it at 41. 1215 HP. That's a lot on an A rank. 464 attack is respectable. 476 defense is high. 370 is pretty low. He's only movement 2. Let me see. Now he comes with now he's got an occasional defense lowering move. It's 1 strike. This is not useless. Okay, it's useless in like PvP, but yeah. Frontal assault, 108% physical to one enemy, moves up to 2 spaces, no objects between. Okay, occasionally stuns. Oh yeah, stun. That's good. That's an 80% chance to stun to weak units, unless it gets a potency boost. This guy could be really, really useful. And then he's got a strong strike. Range 1 to 3. 250% potency physical damage 1. I don't think he has the attack to be crazy. But I mean, he's fairly defensive. Okay, action start on odd turns until turn 6. Enables cover for 2 turns. So I could definitely see this guy being useful in GVG. Yes, his third awakening raises stun success rate by 5%. So that gives this a 90% chance against weak to stun units. That seems to be it. I mean, 90% is pretty good. I don't know. Up to you. Like I said, in GVG, that's plenty. On defense, rather. On GVG defense. When an ally's ability binds an enemy, often attacks with a massive attack if enemy is within 1 to 3 space range. Okay, so if you bind an enemy and he's within range for massive attack, he'll use it. And keep in mind, that's got a rare chance to stun on it. So I think that plays in with Cabot. They play with each other. Giggity. Let's put this guy at Awakening 5 as well. I'm sure these guys are going to be top priority to farm. We'll put him at family rank 40, so a little less HP, 1067, a little less defense, a lot more attack. Okay, this guy's 534, same amount of agility, or close enough. Still movement 2. Okay, so Bellow moves himself ahead. Frontal assault, it's like, I think it's like a lot of moves they'll call it tackle when it's this weak and typeless. For Cabot, he's gonna pull. Pulls him only 1 closer. It's still range 3. And occasionally binds. So that's 40%. 80 if they're weak. Yep, third awakening is going to increase that by 5%. So that's a 90% chance to bind. Obviously, stun is a lot stronger, but with these guys working together, you know, if you got something that's weak to bind, even though I usually don't care about that, it is, you know, a hell of a thing to put on somebody. On certain units. And then if Bellow is nearby, he's going to hit it with a massive strike. Massive attack, whatever. So he's got a similar... Again, it's still ranged, 1 to 3. 250% to one enemy, rarely binds. His 5th awakening, let's go right down to that. When an ability stuns an enemy, what a shock. Often attacks with an all-out strike if enemy is within 1 to 3 space range. Now, I would imagine... I don't know, can this go on his own turn after his own action? So you could very easily have especially if an enemy is weak to bind and stun. Okay, you go with one of these guys, you stun it, awesome. Then the other guy uses their attack and then binds or stuns it, and then you get to come in with your own attack for 750% potency damage. And like, if they're weak to both of those, that's, you know, is this okay? So okay, there's only an often chance for this to happen. So 90% chance that you'll land bind. Well, you'd want to use, okay, so you use jailbreak. 90% chance that's going to land on a weak unit. 60% chance that the other guy will do it. And okay, so this is nowhere close to guaranteed. But like in PvE, those chances are high enough. If there was some unit that was weak to both, yeah, you could plan on taking it. There's a lot of things that you could take out with a 750% potency physical Grant that's level 1, level 0. Obviously, what's 50% more on that? You know, like 1,200 something. Yeah. Anyway, it's gonna be a big hit. So that's it. 50 minutes. Sorry, guys. So that's it. I'm gonna make another video quick with a little more detail on the roadmap, but I'm not gonna bother going over the gold event because it's relatively simple. There's gonna be a unit or two to farm in it, I'm sure. I don't know. I don't see that. I don't know what to say about new events. It's probably a typo, but who knows? So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Sorry to put you to sleep. I'll be back with more. Later, guys.